Start with the Blueprint newspaper. On the front page of the Blueprint, the story says, at Queen's burial, of course, everyone's talking about this. World stands still. King Charles fights back tears. No matter how old a parent is when one passes, they're always still your parent. I mean, even if you're 80 when your parent dies, there's still that tears of, oh, this was my mother.
I totally agree. Yeah.
You know, Joe Biden shunts 14 rows back in sitting plan. I had perfect relationship with Her Majesty, according to President Olusegun Obasanjo, page 6. And at the top of the paper, we have federal government spent 6.16 trillion naira on debt servicing in 16 months. 51 companies owe $6.8 billion to be dragged to EFCC, and this is according to the NEITI. NANS makes good threat, blocks airport over federal government and ASU rift. They vow to cripple activities at Lagos Port and Third Mainland Bridge. Gbajabiamila wades in, court rules over roll tomorrow. And we also have forwarded down on page 30, INEC debunks report of 7 million voters denied registration on page 14. Medication errors contribute over 3 million deaths annually. This is an important conversation to have. Statistics by the World Health Organization. One or more, I feel like everybody at some point knows a family member or knows someone who has either passed as a result of medical negligence or has suffered as a result of medical negligence.
I've heard stories. I may not know anyone personally, but I've definitely heard, one story or the other.
I do, and it's just a very sad reality. We need to put more attention, pay more attention. I know of someone who passed 2 days ago, and I strongly believe that there was some form of negligence in this because the person was ill and they're saying, keep this person for monitoring for 24 hours. The hospital say, no, it's fine, go home. Someone that can visibly not walk, go home, and then the person goes home and dies.
Well, here's another thing. So there's also the possibility, and this is the one that is scary for me, the part where it may not even be seen as medical negligence. They may have done what was expected to be done and everyone went home, but there was just something that went wrong somewhere, with the analysis here and there, and the person passed. The point I'm trying to make is there's a lot of people who eventually passed on, of seemingly natural causes, but it was because of medical negligence or some errors that were made, while they received treatment months back.
Yeah.
And we just may never be able to tell.
Wow, 3 million, that's a whole lot. Still on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper, court dismisses PDP suit seeking Tinubu Obi's disqualifications. Page 23, Ekiti Ondo, 2 others risk total darkness over BEDC ownership tussle. Death toll in Jigawa flood rises to 92. Nasarawa lawmakers seeks government support, I beg your pardon. I paid 30 million naira ransom to rescue my priest from kidnappers, says Bishop Kuka. One more story here. Lagos impounds 40 trailers for violating traffic laws. That's all we can take this morning on the Blueprint.
All right, still here in Nigeria. Let's see what the first newspapers has for us. Top of the screen says Britain, the world bid farewell to Queen Elizabeth II, coffin lowered into royal vault. And also, Nnamdi Kanu suffers intestine disorder in DSS custody, says his lawyer. And flood kills 300, displaced 100,000 in 8 months, says NEMA. And still on, the court dismisses PDP suit seeking Tinubu Peter Obi's disqualification. FIRS mandate is to collect taxes, not to grant tax waivers to taxpayers, Nami is saying. And also, autumn to PDP, ignore Wike at your own peril. Fuel subsidies, organized crime, says Peter Obi. And also, Nigeria's debt hits 42.8 trillion naira amid shrinking revenue. A few other stories this morning. Terrorists kidnapped 45 worshippers during church vigil, demand 200 million naira ransom, says Sukapu. And yes, you also read this. I've paid 30 million naira ransom for my kidnapped priests, says Bishop Kuka. Airlines rescheduled flights as NANS ground Lagos Airport. Showore joins protests, assures students of support. And the big one, which I saved for last, or actually 2 of them, court jails Evans 21 years for kidnapping. And the biggest one this morning, biggest haul. NDLEA raids cocaine warehouse in Lagos, seizes 193 billion naira drugs.
Wow.
It's reported to have had 1.8 tons of cocaine worth over $278 million, equivalent in street value. Street value. A Jamaican and 3 other Nigerian drug barons arrested, and it says this is the biggest singular cocaine seizure in agency's history, says the NDLEA spokesman.
Wow.
That's massive. And this happened in Ikorodu, the Ikorodu area of Lagos State.
Interesting update there. Anyway, let's move over from Nigeria to South Africa. On the front page of Sowetan, the big story here says, Gatfall parents kick out gangsters. List used to round up troublesome pupils and frog march them out of Beckersdale School. Parents have done a wonderful job today. This is a school, not a playing ground for gangs. On page 2, we can see photos of the angry parents rounding up 22 pupils believed to be gang members at TM Lethake Secondary School in Beckersdale, West Round yesterday, and forced them to be suspended following a spate of violence at the school. Now, at the top of the paper, warrants for arrest of Mafurisha Kabza, and finally, Mashego signed to weaken rivals. This is a very important one. Women warriors disrupted historical order on page 9. This is talking, of course, about the Woman King. Have you gotten to see it yet?
Not yet, but I will.
I look forward to seeing it before the end of the week. That's all I can take this morning on the Sowetan.
All right, let's go to Uganda now and see what's on the Daily Monitor this morning. It says right there, final journey, end of an era. After days of lying in state, the body of Queen Elizabeth II made its final journey first to Westminster Abbey, where a state funeral was held, followed by a procession through the streets of London and a drive to Windsor Castle for a more intimate comital service, preceding a private burial yesterday evening. This is on pages 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Daily Monitor. Also, tenders, over 100 deals at UNHCR, BOU, GIZ, and a couple of others. It's the top left corner of the screen. And a shocking story here. Ebola breaks out in Uganda.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, not again. Finally, this morning on the Daily Monitor, Prosper, Sugarcane, the elusive prosperity dream. That's on pages 20 and 21. There's also a little animation there titled The Lizard. Not sure what that is.